You are now tuned into Southern Soul Saturdays with Donna Jean.
It's Southern Soul Saturdays with Donna Jean. Bringing you Southern Soul news and everything behind the scenes. It's Southern Soul Saturdays with Donna Jean. Bringing you exclusive interviews from Southern Soul kings and queens. It's Southern Soul Saturday, Saturday, Saturday with Donna Jean.
Good evening, guys. How are you? It is Southern Soul Saturdays with your girl, Donna Jean. I am so sorry. I am so tickled right now. Things happen. Things happen when you go live. So, yeah, things happen. I'll just leave it at that. Things happen. But how is everybody doing on this Southern Soul Saturday with me, your girl, Donna Jean? I am so thrilled because the guest I have this evening is, they've not only just done Southern Soul, which that's what they're into now, they have been around the world and back. They have sang with some of the greats, okay? His name is none other than Mr. Mark Lockett. And I will be introducing Mr. Lockett as soon as we have a commercial from one of our sponsors.
Hello, my name is Tammy. I am the owner of Tammy Swirl Beauty Salon and Big Thick Designs Boutique, where we service women from small all the way to 5X. We also service the men as well. We are located at 2701 Elizabeth Lake Road, Suite C, and our telephone number is 248-636-5537. We also have a website where you can order from because we ship nationwide. It's www.bigthickdesigns.com. I can also be found on Facebook at Tammy Not Done Yet and Big Girl Power 010 on Instagram. We also have shoes, accessories, boots, all kinds of things. So we hope to see you soon.
Good evening, Mr. Mark Lockett. How are you?
Hey, Donna, I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I just was telling everybody that you are a phenomenal person because of the fact that you have not only, now you're in the Southern Soul genre of music, but you've done classical, rock, you name it, you've done it, R&B, soul, you've done all. You're just like, you span across everything, all music. So other than being from Macon, Georgia, and growing up in the Bird City projects there.
All right, yeah.
See, I do my little research on you people. I do my little research on you. And you graduated from Southwest High School. Can you tell us a little bit about you and yourself?
Sure. Of course, born and raised in Macon, Georgia. I took on a music career very young, right out of high school. My uncle took me to Philadelphia. Got my first record deal on RCA. I did a single for RCA called Boogie Fund, F-U-N-D.
Pass the folk around. Every little bit helps. 'Cause when you get down, people, you're only helping yourself. So come on, get with it. It's the only solution. Well,
BUND fund, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
pay into the Boogie Fund, you know, make a donation to Boogie. So it's a disco era. And so I did that. Was my first song, and I got a buzz going with that. And moved back home and had the streets kind of popping with that song. Stood out a little bit, and then the Reddings at the same time on the other side of town was putting together their group, the two brothers. We'll get to that. But I started out young, you know, right out of high school. My mother wouldn't let me really get bands until I graduated high school. So I achieved that some miracle way. And she allowed me to get down with the bands. And Uncle took me to Philly, did my first record, and that started my career. And I got to work with, right out of the gate, I was with MFSB Orchestra, played my music. The guys that wrote Disco Inferno, they wrote my first record. So I was just launched in the hands of professionals, and you know, these are the same guys that played Teddy's music, the OJ's music, everybody out of Philly, you know, that whole sound. And so my experience out the gate was incredible. It was, you know, and I had to show and prove very early, and that was I cut my teeth in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I know you had a long spanning career with the sons of Otis Redding, the late great Otis Redding, should I say, because that's how he's always referred to Dexter and Otis the third.
Absolutely. That's right.
So there's a picture of you.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's the homies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still here. That's lately. A couple of years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it working with the Redding brothers all those years?
Well, we got together again. I had a little buzz going in the streets here locally, and they heard about me, I guess, via the radio or whatever. Who was that dude over there making that noise? And somehow they got in touch with me, and I met with them, and it was just automatic. They were young, a little younger than myself, but I kind of completed the package for what they were going for. And, so the group, we were very young. We started out. Their mother had a nightclub, and she groomed us right there. Their mom was our manager, Zelma Redding. She groomed us in that nightclub, and shortly, very early into us getting together, CBS Records came and came around, and we got a record deal with CBS before it was Sony. Now CBS Records, and we did 1, 2, 3, 4 of those albums for CBS.
Okay.
And I have 2 more here.
Can you actually hold one of them up? Because a lot of younger people, they have not seen an album,
and
because you know,
they don't even know.
They know CDs, they know DVDs, they don't know that records used to be. Is the record actually in? Can you pull the record out so they can see the record actually looks like?
They were in plastic before I took them out.
Okay.
These are collectors.
Okay. So I just wanted some of our younger people to know what a record actually looks like. People don't know.
These are the credits and everything on the back, the pictures. That's the first album we did, which is called The Awakening, with the first single, Remote Control. And I know that Detroit remembers them. When they hear these songs, they'll remember Hand, Remote Control. So the first 4 albums were done. I don't know what order I'm showing you, but 4 for CBS. And 2 of them, the last 2 we did for Polygram, which was a dream of mine to have any affiliation with James Brown. That's the label he was on for a long time.
Okay.
We won't show those uniforms. We won't show those outfits again. And that was the last one we did before we, grew up and became men and took on a different life apart from each other. But we come together whenever they want to do shows. You know, we can just jump right
Yeah,
in.
because I actually have a clip that we're gonna show of you performing with the Reddings.
Holy moly.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'd like to bring my homeboy, my close friend, Mr. Mark Lockett, to the stage. Come on, Mark, help me out. Good evening. I was a son way up there. I go with love folks everywhere. I'll be the moon when the sun goes down. Just to let you know that I'm still around.
from that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in Germany very early into touring. The first tour, I believe it was. You know, our very first show was at the Kennedy Center in Washington D.C. with
Okay.
Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills. We opened for them for 2 nights straight. That was our very first concert. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, we knew we were in the big leagues when that happened. And we took it all in stride. We were something to contend with as a live band, as well as writers. You know, we were brought through the game, just like the Bars, the Jacksons. You know, everything was regimented. We had no time to play. You know,
Okay.
Strictly business. Yeah.
So listen, we've been talking about you and performing with the Reddings. So I kind of want to fast forward a little bit to, as I told you earlier today when I called you, I was like, what's going on with this video? Knock knock. So he had sent me a clip, everyone, of his song Knock Knock, Crazy Level. And I didn't understand the clip because I thought it was the video.
Right.
And I called him and I was like, look, now I don't know that much about making a video, but some things missing from this video that you sent me, you know. So that was, to me, I got off the phone, I laughed. I was like, I done got on here and tried to tell this man how to make his video and what he need to put in his video. But it was just a promotional clip. So if you go to YouTube, you will see the Knock Knock promotional video. That is not the official video. That was just him
teaser
of the song. So it's the song, but it's not the real video. And I was confused, but Donna Jean, in her no knowledge of what he was doing, tried to tell him how to make his video today.
You were spot on though.
It was fun
and everything, and I really dig that you.
Well, I had a good concept for you. I'm gonna write it
down. We're in production. We're gonna tap into it. You know, you the whole girl. So, you know, we'll stick it right in there also. But yeah, that's gonna be the next single for me. Not Crazy Lover. And
okay.
That's some soul dance thing kind of sort. I let the people decide what it is, because I'm terrible with that.
So that and the actual video that we will be showing towards the end of the show, that they both are Southern Soul songs. But it was just so funny that, you know, I'm thinking like, I ain't never saw no video look like this. What is it? You know,
it was so spontaneous, Donna. When it was on my birthday.
Okay.
It was coming up to midnight to be my birthday, and I had just finished the song, and I felt so good about the record, and I'm going, you know, what am I waiting for? I'm excited, you know. I need to do, and it's my birthday, so I'm going to give myself a present and drop the song.
So you just did what you wanted to do on your birthday. I ain't mad at you. You know what? I have a birthday coming up, and I think I'm gonna do what I want to on my birthday this year.
Okay. And I grabbed my phone and I was sitting on the couch, and it's authentic. I didn't plan it. I grabbed the phone, and when you look at it, you'll see me walk to the door. I did the whole thing in just about 10 minutes or less, and I put it out there, and it caught on. The people dug the song.
Yeah, the song was
Didn't
nice.
pay too much attention to the video being repetitive that way. I didn't really get a lot of feedback on that part of it. They were just happy to see me, come back with a new song, because I've been away for so long, at least here in Macon. And so when I dropped that song, the people realized that, oh, he's still doing his thing. And
Yeah,
so,
because you moved away from Macon for
30 years, over 30 down in Florida, in Miami.
okay.
Just recently moved back up north, and still going back and forth. I do projects down there still, and my kids are down there, so still my second home.
Okay, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, because I live here in Michigan, but I'm originally from well, I was raised in Alabama, but I was born in New York, so I'm
There you go.
here and there, and we'll everywhere, wherever my money takes me today. So yeah,
I really love Miami, and but I moved back up here, and Al and I connected after many, many years of wanting to do music together. Started out very young as kids, dabbling together. Really.
oh yeah, I love Al Davis. That is my
man.
He is so hilarious. I interviewed him. We met, as well as he was like, I got my friend with me. And I was like, okay. I said, well, tell your friend to come on over.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were at the award show, and then we ended up all going over to the Waffle House, which I think Waffle House might need to be one of my sponsors, because I've mentioned their name so many times on my show. But yeah, we did. There's you and I at the Waffle House after the award show, eating.
A good day. The whole evening was cool.
It was a beautiful event. It was a beautiful event. King Russell, he did what he did, but it was a really nice event. Yeah.
At night, yeah.
Yep. So he was. So y'all, this is how he comes over. He said, "Hi, my name is Mark Lockett." Do you remember giving me this?
Already. I did.
He gave me this. He was like, yeah, I'm an artist. Take this, So you didn't think I kept up with it, did you? I purposely had it with me.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. That's all it is,
Yeah. But I purposely, because a lot of people give you things and they don't think that you keep up with it. But I did. I kept up with it.
I appreciate that.
And I'm going to put it back in my safe place when I get back home.
That's awesome. I feel like I'm reintroducing myself, and going back to the roots of music I grew up on, Southern Soul. The new generations, they tend to change the names and categorize music differently, but it's all soul music to me. I grew up listening to Tyrone Davis and Johnny Taylor and Clarence Carter and all of that. And I'm a soul singer by nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we tend to, as generations go, they tend to change how you identify with music, which confuses everybody a little bit, So we call it Southern Soul. Yeah, we're in the South. It's our music. It's the music we all grew up on. But it's I'm happy to be a part of the new wave of it, spreading.
Yeah.
Thanks, like Jeter Jones, Sir Charles, those guys out there. Really,
Yes.
People around the world are hearing this music now.
Yes.
I'm in there.
Yes. And so you call yourself now Mr. Stay Ready?
Because I do. Absolutely. I'm ready to go at all times. I love the stage. I love performing. That's my favorite part of being an entertainer. I just fell in love with the feedback from being on stage. I played sports, but I stopped growing. So I found something that that made the girls react, and they started clapping, and I started singing, they started liking it. I'm like, oh, I can do this. I ain't gotta be 6 feet tall to do this. So.
Hey, okay, because now you are a self-taught musician,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and you had a little, just a little vocal training, but not a lot. So everything came natural for you.
Yes. My father, soul singer. My brother, my older brother, soul singer. My uncles, soul singers. And but it just comes natural for me. I taught myself all the instruments. I always wanted to be a drummer. So when I finally got a chance to get behind a set and play anything, I just taught myself, stayed on them diligently, and you do anything for 40 plus years, you ought to kind of have a clue about what you're doing. So
Yeah.
like I spend all my time musically. I don't do anything else other than music. It's my first love and my passion every single day since I got involved in music. Yeah, so we had a little tiny classical training, but it was really just technique of breathing and diction and things like that. But so and you take that and if you apply that as a vocalist, it really is important. Breathing and how you approach singing, very important. So I got that out of it, how to approach singing in a professional manner.
Okay.
So I taught myself. Yeah.
Because you have been in the industries, I won't say so long, but you have been in the industry a long time. Can you give maybe 1 or 2 tips for any up and coming artists? What tip would you, I mean, is there something that you would advise them to do or not to do coming up into, the soul music, soul and blues?
Yeah. Well, I would suggest that you just, because a lot of us have natural talent, young people especially, my kids are talented, but the hard work that goes into becoming an entertainer, when you realize that it's hobby opposite professional, what goes into it, a lot of people opt out because it's really not easy. I didn't encourage my children to come into the music business because it's not for everybody. You really got to be a certain cloth to make a career out of it and believe that it can happen for you.
Okay.
My advice is to really, really seek out some type of early training if you can, just to have a little theory about how music goes, and and get with some people that do it on a level that you are aspiring to do it. Get around people that are doing it on the level that you aspire to be, and then you will learn automatically being around those type of people, which is how I spent my whole career, being around mentors that actually did it. They really write big records. They really was in the music industry. So I like to be around people that really do it and not just talk about it. So it's a full-time job. You can't do it and have a job on the side. One day you have to become it, and there's no turning back. So again, stick your toe in there and see if it's something that you really, really think you can do. On the level, get slapped around a couple times. See if it's something you want to continue doing, and then if you do, seek out people that are doing it in the big way that you see yourself doing it. And with those type of people, and you have a shot. But my greatest challenge in it now, at my age, and as long as I've been in it, is what I get excited about is convincing people that I'm still going to be relevant in this game. You're not going to push me out of it until I'm ready to stop. So that's my way. I wake up with that mindset that I'm coming. We never stop it, So
you have to have a positive mindset in order to be in the music business, which is
I've been through a lot of trials, tribulations personally, trying to remain a musician, opposite taking a full-time job to survive, and having children, all of that stuff. But my faith and believing in myself and taking those hits so that I could really, really be an example to young folks coming up, you know, that it's not easy. You got to sacrifice, be away from your family. You got to eat out of cans and sleep in your car sometimes. And I've done all these things, you know, over my career. I've had the highest of the high in the business. You know, the ratings saw the whole game. You know, we know what it is to step out of limousines and the cameras are flashing and everybody's yelling and screaming at you, and you dress to the T and you just we know what that feels like. You know, but now I've become a well-rounded artist where I understand all of it, enjoy songwriting more than I ever have, and just excited about the future and sticking my toe off into the Southern Soul genre and getting off in some of that and having some fun over there. But I'm still ready to go. You know, I'm stay ready.
Okay. All right, Mr. Stay Ready. All right, Mr. Stay Ready.
Not coming soon. We're going to do the official video for the song, and it won't be the LSD version that you saw. Wow.
I apologize.
It's a little funny. You're like, my mind playing tricks on me.
I apologize. So, tell us a little bit about the video that we are about to show, or about the song.
It All Falls Back in Place. It's from that is actually from my first solo album, titled Cloud 9.
So see, guys, how he went from an album to CD.
The spectrum. I'll tell you how long we've been doing this thing. And,
Because a few of your clips were on. They were songs where you actually see the actual record, and that's all you saw was the record and the song playing behind the record. So that was back in 1978.
It was just that was very early. I mean,
that was very
3 years out of high school. Oh, that's the Boogie Fund stuff.
That was the Boogie.
Well, we didn't have videos and stuff then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People didn't have videos, or if they did, you know, it was so costly to make.
Back then, unless you were a big act or something, then they would, you know, before MTV and all of that stuff. So.
Okay, so we're about to premiere that video for you.
All Falls Back in Place video is what we're about to play. That's from that Cloud 9 album, which is basically still unreleased. I put it together, and I'm just holding all of this music, and we're about to start promoting it more. So this is the video, first single from that album, titled All Falls Back in Place, a ballad.
All right.
A ballad.
Turns into light.
Thank you.
Girl, you make me feel like I own the world, but I need to be reassured. You always say the right thing. So good to see, girl, you didn't change. Darkness turns into light. I can see again. All falls back in place. Whoa, everything seems so right. See it all falls back in place. Babe, darkness turns into light. Whoa, see it all falls back in place. Right, everything seems so right. Although it's been about 2 years, I still remember how you made me feel. We made love, stormy days, didn't want walks in the park, girl, we had it made. I can still remember when you used to, oh baby, jealousy, it don't get me nowhere. Envy, it don't get me nowhere. Losing you, I can't stand it, baby. Whoa, well. I need you to come back, baby. Make my life complete. Oh, baby, then I can get some sleep. Oh, yeah. Burning inside. You see it all falls back. Darkness turns into light. You see it all falls back. Everything seems so right. You see it all falls back. Darkness turns into light. You see it all falls back. Everything seems so right.
Oh yeah.
So it all falls back in place. And then we get a live little couple of notes. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank
So,
Thank you.
you know,
Appreciate that.
I have really enjoyed this. I guess it would be a trip down memory lane for you and
Yeah.
a lot of our viewers because you have spanned, like you said, over 40 years in the music industry.
Yeah.
You have performed with some of the greats in the music industry.
2 minute name.
Way too many to name. Through all different types of music.
Yeah.
And I do want to ask you to come back again once Knock Knock has its official video.
Well, she produced the video. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
I would love to have you back on the show so that we can continue to talk about Knock Knock. And I'll see if I can get my royalties from giving you all that information for that video earlier today. But
Call Al. Take care of all- Call Al. We'll take care of all that paperwork.
Okay, I'll call Al. I get that down. I'll call him tonight.
Already. You know, a lot of fun, and can't wait to see you and chop it up again.
And I really appreciate you granting me an interview.
My pleasure. Shout out to Detroit.
Thank you so much.
All that. My mom's up there in Highland Park, you know, so I still got family up there. Can't wait to come and chop it up.
You.
I'm right
And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Thank y'all.
All right. It was
All
like,
right.
all righty. So it's another Southern Soul Saturday with your girl, me, Donna Jean. I'm about ready, y'all, to enjoy the rest of my Saturday evening. And I hope you enjoyed this Southern Soul Saturday with your girl, Donna Jean. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week. Okay? Peace.